Well, today we're going to head over to Duane's place and have a look at what he's got, what his plans are for the future. So we're going to have a look at all those things in this episode.
What we doing here is we broke camp here. We had our trailer up here for about 4.5, 5 weeks waiting for our septic to be installed. Yeah, we had the camp up there. Actually, where the T-poles are, that was our little privacy wall for our shower, our outdoor shower. The deck, of course, was there. We took the blocks out from under it to help level the trailer out down where we moved it, because we finally got our septic put in. That took about 4.5 weeks. So, but it's there. Still waiting on water. So as you can see, we got a water tank over here with about 450 gallons in it. We got our fire ring here, our fire pit. We're going to leave it here right now and block up this tub, and then put a pipe across the middle to hold the bottom up and kind of warm up some water so we can take a bath.
Yeah, that's kind of important.
Yeah, it is important. It's nice to be able to get away in a bathtub.
All right, so you want to show us where you want to put your solar setup?
We got our chickens up here that we got from our great neighbors here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Man, they must be some pretty cool folks.
They are some cool folks. We just borrowed a few eggs from them. Next thing you know, we had hens.
Well, what a deal.
That's a shipping crate. Instead of shipping my stuff through any of the major carriers, like U-Haul and U-Pack and Pod, it was so much cheaper to go to Home Depot, build my own crates. I screwed everything in so I can recycle the wood, and then we shipped it freight. So it was, everyone quoted us, our lowest quote was like $37. Our highest quote was ridiculous, like $6,700, and we shipped everything up here for $1,300. That was my whole garage. We gave everything else away, the furniture and everything.
I know how that goes.
Yeah, I went to Home Depot to purchase a gate, and just a chain link gate was $70. Yeah, just took some scraps that I had laying around from trimming some wood for that, and just stiffened that up, so we made us a gate that's functional. And I will have a regular gate as soon as I find one and recycle it.
That's nice.
So check out the hen house. It's really functional.
I like the pallets and
yeah, with the pallet,
all that repurposing of a lot of the lumber and so forth. That's good.
Yes, the only thing that's not repurposed is this fencing. I drove around trying to find some, couldn't find anywhere, and then I had to buy some screen right there. So that's the only thing that I wasn't able to repurpose. Of course, given the correct amount of time, I would have been able to, but we wanted some eggs to eat and some safe place to keep them.
Yeah. And a great garbage disposal.
Yeah, and I realized that, like Chris, my wife, pointed out, the chickens don't eat the orange pills. Well, I know that, but bugs go over and eat the orange pills, and the chickens eat the bugs.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
I always do too.
yes.
All right, moving along.
All right, moving on along. When we got out here, of course, all we had was our Blackwater tank and our RV, and of course, we don't want to, leave the septic just in a hole in the ground. So I'm not sure if you want to check this out or not. I actually built me a drain fill with just 2 size gravels, very small gravel, a leach field.
So that's your leach field there, huh?
Yeah, you can see it's.
Did you drill holes in the bottom of that can?
Drilled holes in the bottom of the can, dropped the can in there, and just out to here, it's pretty high, thick gravel, and then there's a little bit of gravel on down into here. So
cool.
So that's our leach field.
I bet that works good.
Works perfect. It really works perfect.
Awesome.
It's nice because people don't really understand how well just wood shavings.
Yes.
They totally take care of the odor and help everything compost much quicker.
Yeah.
These are my crates. This is my my mess of my shop. I'm trying to get it organized. I'm waiting for pegboard from Home Depot. Then I can start hanging board and organizing everything. It's really a mess now because we just moved down here yesterday. So I've got kind of everything scattered out.
Right.
This is my shed. We had stored, put in here for storage of our appliances and of my shop.
Did you have to get a building permit for this, or is it considered portable?
It's considered portable, but they say since there's not a building already on your property, that you have to pull a permit for this building. Now,
so they want you to pull a permit for something.
Pull a permit for something, absolutely. They want to get you in the system. I asked them to see the exemptions, and in the exemptions, I found an exemption for a film studio or movie studio. So I told the woman, well, I'm going to use it to film how I organize my tools. She's like, well, you came in last week and said it was your tool shed. I'm like, absolutely, you have to have tools to film to organize them, right? So she had to call the supervisor out, Wyatt, and they were both scratching their heads.
Yeah, Wyatt, I know him.
I could have got away with it, but I don't want to push them at the beginning, so I paid the pirates $250. We have the building out here. So now we just have to anchor it down. Even though it was completely stamped Colorado approved, state approved on all the master engineering, still wants me to hurricane strap all the trusses. So
and he does that kind of stuff with everybody. So
right, it's not a horrible idea. Yeah, it's not a horrible idea.
We do get some real strong winds out of it.
Absolutely, yes. Here's the trailer now. We got an outdoor shower here. Sorry about moving on. We've got an outdoor shower here, and I wanted to rig a way to get rid of the gray water when we're showering.
Right.
So I spent a little bit of time at Home Depot. Okay, so we want to drain our water from taking a shower, just our gray water, but we're going to drain it into the septic. So I figured out a way by taking the matting that you use on a tile shower. We're going to build like a picture frame box out of wood decking. I'll adhere this to the sides, and then we'll just use the natural dirt to form our drain grate. And this is what I came up with for my drain. It's a 3-inch to 4-inch coupler,
right? And
then this is a 3-inch drain cap. It fits in there with just the play I need to center this and pop that right down in there. Slick. I'll just stand on it and it'll pop down in there perfectly level.
Yeah.
So once we get our grate in, all of our shower water will drain out perfect.
Awesome.
So, yes.
I like that.
These are yours.
Oh no, you guys and him.
We eat them too fast. Here's the septic system. And now everyone told me if you're going to have any work done, don't pay them until it's completely done. So my contractor actually got all this done, and I was getting ready to leave about 30 minutes before he finished. So I went ahead and handed him the check, and he just pulled off with his tractor and left me that to hand shovel. So it holds true. Don't pay them until it's completely done.
Yeah, that's no joke.
That is no joke here. We got a 1,250 gallon septic tank and 33 of the barrels with 3 leach lines.
Okay.
Also, the stub outs are for the inspector, and they left them for me to undo, which is no big deal, but if you pay them to do a job,
right,
you would expect it to be completed.
Okay, now show us where you're going to build your house at.
This area here, so the shed's kind of behind it, and then
that way you got the view of the Sangres there.
Beautiful view. And our neighbors, our wonderful neighbors, he just built a 9-hole disc golf course over there that we've been playing. But I will plant some fruit trees close enough to kind of shield that view, so we're not.
I'm going to be real curious to see how your fruit trees do.
Okay.
Because we've heard a lot of scuttlebutt up here about that a lot of fruit trees don't do that well at this altitude.
Okay. And I'll definitely do the research and try and find a fruit tree that works well in this zone. And then also I'll try and find something local, if not start my own seeds from a local tree, but try and do something like that. But it'd be nice to have some size.
And then where are you planning to put your panels?
Panels? Well, we've got this building orientated right here east and west.
Right, so you're thinking about maybe putting them all along that south part of the roof there?
Yes, because I'm going to use that as my charge controller in my battery box house. So So we'll probably just put them, you know, right up in this area. We've got a large area. All these crates will be gone, so we've got all this to work with.
Well, you know, if you mount them on your roof over here, on this side that's steepest, that'll give you tons of electricity.
Okay, that's not too steep of an angle?
It'll be angled perfect for the winter. It'll be a little bit steep for the summer, but the thing is, in the wintertime we only have about 4 usable hours of sunlight a day, and in the summer we got like 12.
Okay.
So on your inverter, I checked the tracking on it today, and it's been shipped. It's still in Taiwan, but I think it's on the boat heading. Or actually, they're putting it on a plane to come out here.
Excellent. So we should have it in a week or 2 weeks probably.
Right.
And we'll have some organization here, you know, in the next week and a half. Hopefully I'll have all these crates tore down, and I'll reuse all of this wood to build my shelving in the building there.
On your panels, have you heard from him when we can find out what the dimensions of those are and all that?
Yes, I've got an email with the dimensions in there, so we can take a peek at that, and it's going to be 22 panels, so we can do the math. And then the batteries, I'm going to pick them up from the battery warehouse in Denver, I think the 20th.
So that's Monday?
Is it Monday or yeah, Monday, I think. Yes, because the
how about your cell service? How is it up here? You said that you've got the service that pretty much everybody uses. Have you got a lot of dead spots, or do you get pretty good service?
No, we do have a lot of dead spots. The tower that AT&T uses is on the other side here, the south side. We were with T-Mobile for a long time, and we moved up here, and we could get service but no data. So we went ahead and switched over to AT&T to receive data. And where we were parked previously, we really couldn't even talk to you when I would call. Right. So I'd have to walk out here. But where we are right here, we get really good service. So it's just a matter of 100 yards there makes the difference. Allows us to clear that mountain, and those radio waves get over here.
So now we've had a tour of Duane's place, and next week we'll show the unboxing of the new PIP inverter and the photovoltaic panels, as well as for our video next week that'll show all of his equipment coming in. That's it for this week's video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See you next week, or next month, or whenever I get to it. I always answer questions, whether posted publicly or privately. See you then.